Staat meneer, baie dankie.
Percy, ja nee, ons het vandag, as jy na die game net objektief gaan kyk, dan sê ons het 3-3 gedruk teen 1. Lucanio was oor die doellyn, hy het ongelukkig nie gedruk nie. Cebu was amper oor die doellyn en hy het nie gedruk nie. So ek dink daar was nog 2 geleenthede waar ons dalk punte kon kry, maar is if en buts en al daai goeder, so ons het dit nie gekry nie. Maar en die groot ding wat ons gekos het is 3-3 teen 1 en 23 punte het hulle van die deur hulle stelskopper gekry. So en hy het dit gekry, die geleenthede gekry as gevolg van 'n swak dissipline. En dis iets waarna ons sal moet gaan kyk môre. Sal ons moet gaan kyk, luister hierso, hoekom het dit gebeur? Was dit 50-50 beslissings waar jy soms voel jy, okay, jy verstaan hoekom 'n speler dit gedoen het, maar ander kere dan is dit net 'n stupid penalty. En ons moet slimmer wees as om stupid penalties af te staan. So dis iets waarna ons sal moet gaan kyk. En nee, ek het gedink Luke, ek het gedink die goed wat ons oor gepraat het en die kontrak wat ons as ek dit so kan noem, die goed wat ons gepraat het deur die week, hy het sy woord gehou in terme van dit. Ja, en ek dink ons het 'n paar foute reg. Ja.
Dankie Jacques, thank you. Ken, I see your hand is still up. Is that for a new question?
Yes, thanks, Ryan.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. Jacques, you touched on, or Sia in fact said it, not being able to get to the ball on the high kicks. Were you a bit upset maybe with Australia blocking? Was there some obstruction that you felt should have been picked up better? And then just towards the end of the game, there were those scrums where it looked like the Springboks were dominant. Did you feel that maybe you should have got a bit more reward from those scrums at the end?
Yes, let me start with the scrum stuff first. I won't put myself out as a scrum specialist, so I'll have to chat to Don in terms of that. I thought maybe the third last scrum, I thought yes, we had. I thought personally, but again, I'm not a specialist in that. I thought we had good dominance there, but again, Luke and them has got a process that they work through, and obviously the picture that he saw didn't show clear and utter dominance from our side. Otherwise, he would have rewarded. And that's we will have to go and look at that, and then the nice thing, we will go through our normal process and we will align with the referees and make sure that the pictures that we see are aligned with the pictures that they see, and get a better understanding in terms of that. And then on the high ball stuff, yes, we knew it's going to be a battle in terms of getting our wings into the contest. And they assured us that they will make sure that if we beat their players that also work back towards the catcher, if we beat them with pace, they will allow us a fair contest in the air, which is what we're looking at. Yeah, so and our wingers could speak to the ARs regarding that, and that's something we probably will have a look at and say, listen, do we feel that they looked over their shoulders? Were there late line changes, which makes it difficult for us? For me now to say that yes, it did happen or it didn't happen will be tough, because I can't tell it with absolute conviction that it did happen or didn't happen. Our wings did struggle to get in the air. Once we did get in the air, I thought we got good reward out of it. Yeah.
Thank you, Jacques. Again, Nathan, is this a fresh question, or your hands up from an earlier question?
It's a fresh question, Ray. I've got one for Sia in his course later, and then I'll obviously ask Jacques now in English. Jacques, okay. I think there are so many tough questions considering it is a painful loss. But on a slightly brighter side, surely there were the good you identified which worked for you guys. Just talk us through what you thought were the good things you guys did today.
I thought our mauls were good. We scored 3 maul tries, so I thought that was good. I thought our game management in the first 20 minutes was quite good, and we created a lot of opportunities in their half. I thought our line-out contesting was good today. I thought our set pieces were fairly solid. You know, yes, we did concede 1 penalty in the first half. Again, on our exit scrum, where we conceded a penalty and they got points off that, and then we conceded the last penalty in the 82nd minute, which they also got points off. So it's almost like, yes, we did get some good rewards out of our set piece, but then also on crucial times, we conceded penalties set piece. But in general, I felt that was probably something that we did well. I thought our kicking game was solid. There was a couple of errors in terms of that. Yes, for me, currently as I'm sitting here, and again, I'm probably emotional in terms, and probably only have a high view of what happened in the game because you don't watch the detail. I'll probably have a more insightful opinion about the game tomorrow after I watch it in detail. But yeah, the only thing is, you score 3 tries to 1 and you lose it because they get 23 points off the tee. That's the reason. That's the reason why we lost the game.
Thank you, Jock. And we'll end this 10 minutes section, which flew very quickly. We will circle back to Nathan.
Thank you. This is obviously in a closer question for Ugwashu. Masijonge phambili kodwa kuthethwa inyani iAustralia ileqile namhlanje. Xa sijonga phambili nizojonga ukulungisa phi ngoba namhlanje sidanisekile.
Futhi xa ngithetha inyani khasileqwe. Khasive i-pressure ninzi khasi like bengikho xesha sicinga uba no bazosibulala ngoku senze nje imistake idiscipline yethu bengekho right but badlalile kakuhle thina khadlale ngehlobo sithola udlala ngalo so kuzofuneka ndiyojonga ividiyo bhuti but I think into ezininzi zisebenze kakuhle for thina i-set piece yethu isebenze kakuhle ngaphandle ke ngelo xesha sinikezela ipenalty ngalo but sijonge phambili ngoku akho nto sinoyenza seyigqithile lo mdlalo sawufunda siphambili yeah kubuhlungu ufunda xa utyiwa like benitshilo last week kumandi ufunda xa uwinayo unika abantu i-opportunity bodlala so nyanzeleka kule veki zayo incinci kakhulu le veki so kuzonyanzeleka ngomso sijonge igame yethu and then siye phambili asikwazi uhlala kule nto sicinga basityiwa.
Thank you, Sia. Thank you, John. We will excuse you, and then we will get our second wave of interviews going while Sia and Jacques are vacating those 2 seats. They will make way for Malcolm Marks, who scored 2 tries tonight after coming on as a substitute, and also Sabu Nkosi. Right, and while they settle in, Malcolm's quotes are reserved for Monday, embargoed for Monday, and we will kick off with Fatima. You can go ahead. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Rayan. Malcolm, I just had a question for you. Just in terms of your game today, was there anything that you specifically can take from this game, like one lesson that you will take from this game into this week?
It's hard to say. Sorry, hello everybody. It's hard to say at the moment. Obviously, a bit of a tough pill to swallow at the moment. So I think, as Coach Jarko said, we'll have to obviously go through and look through the game in detail, have a look and see where we made mistakes and see where we can improve on. There's always room for improvement, no matter how well you play. there's room to grow. So yeah, we'll look at the game in detail tomorrow and obviously work on that for next week's game.
Guys, can you hear us?
Yes, Sina.
I think Ray.
I think Ray's gone. Yeah, but we can.
Okay, fly again. It's fine.
Okay. Do you want me to go, Zina?
Yeah, that's cool, Ken.
Okay, cool. Malcolm, there's always a sort of expectation that the Springboks are going to get the better of the Wallabies scrum, but they always seem to be very crafty and clever when it comes to that set piece. How did you feel that battle went in the second half when you were on? And first half too, if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to say at the moment. There were obviously scrums where we felt we were dominant, and there was obviously a different picture that was maybe painted towards the ref. Maybe that's not what he saw. I'm always going to sit here and say I felt we were dominant, being a Springbok. So maybe the pictures that we felt and the pictures that he saw were two different things. So yeah, we'll have a look. Obviously, work on it, see what we can improve, and obviously work just as hard next week as we did this week.
Thank you. Right, Percy, you're up again.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ryan. So, can I ask you? A lot has been seen from us as viewers about some of the tactics that was applied by the opponents, the winning side tonight, especially about the complaints. I would say, usually in bracket comments from Springboks, that they were obstructing some of the players. Is that the way you saw it as a winger? And did you guys have to work much harder today with the Wallabies applying some of these tactics today?
You know, a lot of things didn't feel right today, but I think it's better for us to speak of it after a good detailed review of what went on. I think if we look at the detail much closer, I'll be able to give you a more accurate answer towards that. But I have to admit that we didn't enjoy the air like we usually do, and as to why, we'll have to just like go back to the clips and see what went wrong where, and yeah. So I can't give you a straight answer right now. I'd be lying. I was in the mix of things, you know, obviously feeling like I struggled to get into the air. I don't know whether, you know, there were tactics that were used that were illegal or whatsoever. So I'll have to have a detailed review before I can give you a straight answer on that.
Percy, you done? Looks like it.
Ryan? Maybe just a follow-up question, maybe to Malcolm as well. Malcolm, is a very short turnaround for you guys this week. Is there a lot of work to be done for you guys ahead of that second clash against the Wallabies against them?
I think there's always work to be done, to be honest. No matter how well we perform or whether we win or lose, there's always room for improvement. There's always things that we want to improve on. We always try and strive ourselves to get better every single week, regardless of what the result is. So obviously there will be work-ons, there will be things that we will focus on and work harder on this week, covering the preparation for next week's game.
Right, we have time for two more questions, then we conclude this mixed zone. We now give a chance to Simon Rickert.
Hello, gents. A lot has been said about this loss of yours, and a lot of inner thoughts that has to happen within the next few days. If this is the margin that we start to measure you against, what the retaining of the Rugby World Championship is that fair? I know that it's early days and you still have to face the old arch rival, the All Blacks. From a player's point of view, I mean, you were on the field. The coaches weren't on the field. What do you expect? What do you think? I know it's inner thought, but what do you expect and how do you perceive that stuff will happen within the next week or so? Thank you.
No, I think we can just boil it down to execution. I don't think we have to go back to the drawing board and change anything. We've got a solid plan. We've got a plan that's turned us into world champions. You know, we're still growing into that environment of being world champions. We're still learning how to be world champions, and we're still gonna grow that extra leg that gives us that ruthlessness to put teams away. So I don't think there's a whole lot of thinking to do. I just think we need to be better at executing our game plan. And as we've seen in the past, you know, it's gotten us a lot of success. So we just need to get back to that.
Thank you, Sabu. And we'll finish off with Nathan again.
Thank you, Ray. I will start on my left. Spoo, I've got two questions. I'll start with Spoo. Spoo, as a backline player and a key component on attack, do you feel the box could be more innovative or variant going forward if a plan A doesn't work on attack?
I think it's hard to say whether our plan A didn't work. We did score 3 more tries. That's excellent. It has been stated in a few answers earlier, you know, it's our discipline that lost us the game because they managed to score 23 points off the tee. So I wouldn't say we needed a plan B on attack. Our attack worked very well. A maul is an attacking set piece. We did score 3 tries off it, so and well done to the forwards on that one. As a back, my responsibility is to get the forwards in those positions where they can assert their dominance on the opposition. So yeah, that's my feeling on everything.
Nathan, your last question.
Yes, thank you. Then on to Malcolm. Malcolm, there were many ill-disciplined moments throughout from both sides, but please give us your opinion on the ref's level of officiating throughout the match.
Yeah, obviously there's things that's going to go your way and there's things that aren't going to go your way in a game. There's pictures that we see that maybe the ref views differently. So yeah, I'm obviously going to have a biased opinion towards us, but maybe the picture for the ref was very different. So I don't think I can comment on what he saw because he maybe saw something different as to what we saw. So yeah, it's a tough question to answer, but yeah, that's just my personal opinion. We can't rely everything on the ref, and what he sees is very different to what we see or what they see. So his decision, he's the manager of the game at the end of the day. So whatever he calls, it's his. It's sort of on him. It's his decision. He manages the game.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Malcolm. Thank you, Sabu. That then, ladies and gents, is then the end of our post-match media conference here from the stadium at the Gold Coast. Just a reminder that Malcolm's quotes are embargoed for Monday. Thank you very much and speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Rayon.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Hot luck.